The English have gone from 1 foot in the final to all-out survival. England's World Cup hopes are hanging in the balance after Sri Lanka became the latest side to rise from the ashes and sting the hosts. Owen Morgan's team have lost 2 games and can ill afford to lose another.
We're going to play competitive games. Again, we're not going to win every game in this World Cup. We still need to go back to the process that's taken us to being a strong side in the world.
Australia boast the competition's best opening bowlers and batsmen thus far and are cruising for the knockouts. This game against England was always earmarked as an encounter that could provide plenty of spice.
It hurts.
A year ago, Australian cricket was at its lowest. David Warner, Steve Smith and Cameron Bancroft were suspended for their part in a ball-tampering saga that took place in Cape Town. England were quick to say that Australia had it coming.
I'm sure that Smith and Warner will be involved, but I don't know, they're always going to be dangerous, Australia, on their day, but a lot of pressure on them. Everyone's going to be watching them.
Got the Ashes, of course, straight afterwards, and we talk about Smith and Warner. What sort of reception are they going to get, do you think?
I'm not sure that Steve Smith will get too much, but I think David Warner might cop a fair bit. I can't think why.
Tuesday's must-win game for England will be the first time the two sides have met since Sandpaper Gate. This wasn't how England thought their World Cup would play out. The game against their arch-rivals Australia was supposed to be a chance for the home support to stick the boot into Steve Smith and David Warner. The crowd here at Lord's is still expected to mock and jeer the Australians after what happened in Cape Town. England, like so many other cricketing nations, quietly sniggered as Australia fell apart last year. But now, after a year of suspensions, accusations and tears, it may well be that Steve Smith and David Warner have the last laugh at the home of cricket.
Regardless of whether they get booed or cheered, it doesn't faze them too much. I know talking to them, it's a part of the game, unfortunately, that it's going to keep coming up. So sometimes it's best to just not poke the bear, but we know it's going to happen.
Australia will receive a frosty reception at Lord's. It hasn't bothered them too much this tournament, and they've ignored everything that has been thrown their way. The thought of sending England out of the competition will be enough motivation for Aaron Finch and his band of big hitters. England cannot afford to waste time on mind games right now. A World Cup hangs in the balance, and so does national pride. Those in the stands and the millions around the UK will demand one thing from their team: to beat Australia at all costs.